daring to think out of the box. We'll hear stay local, okay?
Yasu Atina. Yasu Atina. Well, it's amazing, huh? Whenever there are two Israeli people in a room, one is talking about the other one, and they both are talking about Tel Aviv. That's happening all over the world, and Noam just brought me to Israel. You know, guys, I need to bring the spirit of entrepreneurship back to Greece, huh? Come on, let's do it together. I'll tell you how it happens. Do this. Ooh, ah. Come on, Linda. Linda, help me. One, everybody. Ooh, ah. Athens, do you feel the spirit of entrepreneurship? No. Are you from Greece? Where are you from? Come on. I need Israeli to help us. Guys, you're good in this. Come on, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, ah. Okay, now I feel it. Huh? Greece, the center of the universe. Not bad. It feels good. It's good. If you can make it, it's really good. That's how I felt yesterday. I was walking around. You know, what I want to tell you today is that you should not move from your country. Huh? Since your country is more than 50 million, and it's full of investors, and California is just a small startup ghetto compared to Athens, and all your potential customers are around here. I love it. These small places where you can have some amazing food and great drinks and good talks to friends. Stay local, stay foolish, guys. You know, that's where you have to be. If you don't believe in this, then we have to go global. But first of all, I want to see how many startups I have here, already inspired by the spirit of entrepreneurship. Please raise your hand. How many startups? Come on, don't be shy. Those who want to get a startup also. Okay. The rest, investors? No investors? I'm an investor. You can pitch me after this. What are the rest? Come on, guys, it will be a tough presentation. I fine-tuned my presentation 4 a.m. in the morning. The organizers, Carla, who is an amazing person, pushed me with SMSs every half an hour. Send me your presentation, send me your presentation. I was, pitching to see who's going to be in this room, and I was hoping it will be full of startups. Now I want to know what it's full of, and you're going to tell me afterwards, I'm sure. So whatever you were doing, Carla and the organizers who did this great effort to set up this event here together asked me to speak about education. Guys, you're too old to go to universities. Face it. It's time to do your business. It's not time to go and waste your time studying. Whatever you want to know, it's there. You just go to any search engine and type what you want to know. So, anybody below 21 here? If you are, don't take my words. The rest, go for it. Do what you're here for. Endeavor your next thing in life. That's what I'm going to be talking about. You see, things happen, huh? I pump up around, and that's where the global feeling came from. First, I thought they're gods when I went close to them. It turned out they're ancient Greeks, but from Finland. So it was a funny experience yesterday around the Acropolis. They were really speaking pure Finnish. It was amazing. I loved it. I have so many friends there. So a few words about me. I'm not going to share my 20 years of history. You're going to get bored. And it happened. Actually, it happened a couple of weeks ago. I was speaking in a conference in Middle East. And on the first row, there was a person who started snoring. And I asked the person next to him, please wake him up. He said, you crazy? You got him to sleep, wake him up. So I don't want to get you sleep now. I want you to, to go on the way we can go together into entrepreneurship. But in few words, I've started 20 years ago with radio. Then I moved to television. I became the representative of Columbia TriStar. I bankrupt big time, and I decided that it's the last time I do something corporate. That it happened in 1996, that this will be the last thing I'm going to do corporate. I'm going to be entrepreneur because I'm entrepreneur by heart, and I'm going to be like this. So I've forgotten about VOA Europe, I've forgotten about Columbia TriStar, and I started setting up my businesses, and there's so many already, so I'm not going to bore you with this. But the past 5, 6, 7 years, when I decided to come back from London, Switzerland, where I was opening my offices, I decided that I can make my dream come true. And my dream was that my people, my world, mine, I mean, Central Eastern Europe, this is my world, can be a place where technology and research and development can happen. Can be a place where people and talent stay with their families and friends. Because I've been living abroad for so many years, away from my friends and from my families. It felt bad. I wanted to change something. But to change it, you have to build it. You know, yesterday I was on the top of Acropolis, and I felt like a god. But then I thought to myself, it doesn't matter how tall you are. It matters what you've built in order to step on. So let's start building on that on. Building goes through entrepreneurship. We're living in a great, great place now. 25,000 euro per capita is our debt in the European Union. 51% of unemployment among the youth in Spain. Minus 0.5% of GDP growth in the European Union. What was the Greek debt? Something like 160% on GDP. It's a nice start, isn't it? Let's start it up. Full of energy. Oh, let's get the energy here again. We need it. Come on, come on. Minus 160%. Well, it's a good start. Let's do it. Let's get global, though, because this was my dream. Forget about what I've done as entrepreneur. This is my pride. For the past 5 years, we've gathered together 72 countries and 300 people or something like 200 people in one place last year, actually a couple of weeks ago, in Istanbul for Webbit Congress. A place where we gathered the whole world talking about their dreams, talking about what could be the next big thing. So this was my dream, to create a platform where we meet together and achieve our dreams. I've created, it's 13 events in one place, plus 110,000 square meter, plus a startup challenge, which gathered together 503 startups. We selected 99 semi-finalists and 21 finalists. All of them got funded by the end of Webbit, which is only 2 days. 25 billion euro in the pockets of the VCs were there in Istanbul at Webbit Congress last year. How many Greeks were there? Not many, not more than 20 or 30. How many Greek applications I've seen? Not many, only 3 for the startups. How many events I'm speaking yearly? I don't even count. How many Greeks came to me? Not many, I don't remember. Why? Greeks are all over the world. Why the entrepreneurs of Greek stay here? Where are you guys? Why I'm not seeing you around? What is the issue here? When you say a Greek, you say a great person, communication, smile, party. It's the environment of the entrepreneurs. Where the hell are you? I don't see you. Well, I think that the most important thing about being entrepreneur in life is never to be afraid of failure. And I always say to the people I'm working with, to all the startups I'm mentoring, investing, if you haven't failed, you haven't tried hard enough. That's the genuine thing. You know, it's a person who never failed, he never achieved anything, trust me. How many of you failed in life? Thank you, Andreas. I know you're a big failure. And I just compete with you, I guess. I'm a bigger failure than you. So it's good to have a soulmate around here. So let me tell you about being hard. When I set Webbit, I've been doing so many local startups. I've been thinking that Bulgaria is a great place to do a startup. Turkey is a great place to build a startup. All the countries, Switzerland, where I lived, is a great place to build a startup. What is this? What is Greece to start up a company here? 11.7 million people? If it's less than 50 million, don't start it, guys. And not only less than 50, but no competitors at the same market. Let me tell you about being global, how I see it. Being global means to have, for example, going to the English-speaking markets with 2 billion people there, most of them online, with moderate growth, actually almost flat, but big spend. Doing Mandarin startup in Mandarin. I'm talking about digital startups, obviously, here, with 1+ billion people, with a already big growth and moderate potential. Spanish plus Portuguese, we have 500+ million people speaking this. Arabic, 500 million plus speaking this language, with huge growth of mobile and big potential there. And others, let's not forget Hindi, German, French, Russian. Well, let's talk about these languages and starting your companies on these languages. Let's talk about the markets where you can go there and realize your dreams you're dreaming of. You know, because if you don't dream that you are big, you never become big. You'll be always a dodgy startup from Athens. That's what you're going to be if you don't dream big. If you dream big, those are the markets you want to be. US, UK, Canada, 400 million plus, big markets, right? Only 3, 4? Are you shy here in this room, or you're not fascinated by mobile at all? Who are the shy people? That was tricky. Okay. So, Africa, 700 million plus, growing infrastructure, a lot of growth. So those are the markets you might be interested. Do you see Greece here? Somewhere in Europe, maybe. But that's where we have to go global. Let me tell you about Middle East now. Those are some basic figures you might be interested to see here. I'm not going to show you all the markets, though, but if interested, let me know. I'm here, and I can answer all the questions, and I can send you more information. And I'm very easy to be found at, there is an R before the U there, Russev.com. So we have youth of 60%. Nice. They are the fast adopters. Actually, Greece is also very good in this particular factor. Total GDP, 2.5 trillion. 2.9, sorry. So you can see these figures. Of course, you can download my. It's a pity that you can just put it on the screen there, shrink it a little bit. But you can see my presentation. I'll give it to the organizers so they can download it. You can download it for you. So those are the interesting markets I would go for. Of course, Saudi, Egypt, Morocco, UAE, Lebanon, Jordan. Nice. Only, for example, in Saudi is the third biggest community of Android developers in the world. So it's a good potential, isn't it? That's what actually we are doing at Webbit. We're having more than 50 events during the year, gathering together different people from the new and emerging markets together, because we are now trying to establish the new and emerging markets platform in one place, exploring opportunities and cross-cultural exchange. So, of course, you can join and you can always, explore your dreams and go ahead. I want to be helpful to you, giving you some basic statistics about who can help you funding yourself and your startups. Those are the VCs focused on Central Eastern Europe lately. This first slide is major Russian startups, VCs, who are, by the way, keeping their eye very much on the Central Eastern European markets also. Pay special attention to Runa Capital and to Almas Capital. They're very, very active. They've started a very interesting and one of the biggest I've ever seen accelerators. Skolkovo, just made out of my mind now. Skolkovo, right? 700 companies in the accelerator under the investment of Runa and Almas Capital in Russia, and then again they're looking for new markets. So when I say stay dodgy here or go global, I mean that normally if your market is small, if the investors are greedy and a-holes, not paying the money or not evaluating your companies well, you always have the opportunity to grow big, right? The only thing you have to show is that you think global, because that's what the VCs and investors are interested in, most of them. Then those that are especially made for Central Eastern Europe start with Credo, which been launched a couple of years ago, and the headquarters are in Prague. RSG Capital Ljubljana, Day One Capital Budapest, Tallinn with MTV, Ruby Light, 3STC Capital in Vienna. All of those are very much, 212 is the first VC in Turkey, very much looking now into the Turkish market, but also abroad. I here have JP Tech Catalyst Greece, which I've heard yesterday of, and that's why I updated it to the list. I'm sure that they're going to be they're going to do a great job here in Greece. Hummingbird Ventures just launched in Turkey, overseeing Central Eastern Europe. So all those might be funding your startups. I don't know how important is this what I'm saying, since we have such few number of startups here, but I was thinking that the whole room will be full of them. So you can have those and you can use it in the best way possible. And if you need contacts, just let me know. I'm here to help. That's why we've created the platform. That's why we did this, in order to achieve my dream that people stay with their families and friends. So it's full of talents here. I know it. Let's keep our talents here and let's grow it, like actually they did in Tel Aviv, and this is the best example for our part of the world. Even though now I hear a lot of thoughts that even there they have a lot of brain leach. So let's talk about the entrepreneurial environment. What do we need to achieve this dream? Market, size, and dynamics. So it's not very dynamic here in Athens, right? Well, it could be. It could be if we grow the international network of contacts, knowledge exchange, and talent exchange. That's how the dynamics come from. Again, all those VCs I've mentioned before, do I have somewhere a watch to know how much time I have left? Because I can... Is it? Is it up? All right, so... Do you want to hear more? Yes. No. No. Okay, just... one more minute? Okay, fine. So, the market size and the dynamics, which already discussed about this. Come on, broke this box. There is no box here. It's only in your heads. Don't be a pussy. Don't be scared. It's a whole new universe out of the universe of Athens. It's just a step away, and you have the money around, plus the knowledge and the know-how and the contacts. You just contact me, contact the Global Entrepreneurship Week here that are doing amazing job gathering these people together, and that's where the new world starts. And then the capital, it seems that it's starting. It seems that the good news are coming to Greece and are happening. So the more professional, the better. The more out of the government, the better. I can talk a lot of government stimuli. I'm consultant of a couple of governments, talking about how to educate, how to grow the agenda, how to stimulate the enterprise, the entrepreneurship feeling into the enterprise employers to go out and to take the chances. This is what I'm doing, because in US, 92% of the employment rate comes from small and medium companies. Well, why in Spain there is 51% unemployment rate among the youth, if there was entrepreneurship feeling there, which we called here? And then people and talents. Greece, all right, let's presume it's full of talents. Now let's find them and grow them up. I will be very fast here, but I can talk a lot here. Culture of acceptance of the risk. After the First World War, Europeans became very self-sufficient. We closed ourselves into our feelings. And that's why, since the past 50 years, in the Fortune 500, there are only 12 European companies and 52 American companies. And for the past 10 years, there are only 3 new companies in the Fortune 500. 2 of them are happening in UK and in Ireland because of the mentality which is very close to US. Where are we, guys? What are we doing? What are we afraid of? Come on, let's break this glass wall, because that's where the opportunities are. Because, again, I remember what I said in the beginning: if you want to be big, you should believe you can be big, because otherwise you will never be big again. Okay, that's very simple. And then the regulations, we need to work on 2 things. First, the patent law. European Union is a big pain in the A, because you cannot change the legislation the way it should be, and in order to have research and development, which Noam was so proud to mention, and it's happening in Israel, you have to have the ability to be able to protect your know-how and the copyrights you're creating. So ACTA, in a particular case, is very important, of course, not the way it has to be implemented here. And it was terrible approach, but we need it. We need something that can save our thoughts, ideas. So, a lot of other things to say, but in order to move on, join us. Let's move on together. Let's work together. I've already proposed that the Greek startups who are here, who are working with the Global Entrepreneurship Week, who are working with the local accelerators, should send the top Greek startups to Webbit, where we show them and where all the investors and people come. So this is a good way of exchanging and creating adding value. So, and of course, if you had got a killer startup, don't even think of not pitching me. It will be a dramatic hurt for me. Stop my microphone. I can speak some more. Thank you.
Plamen,
Thank you.
I was waiting for
Oh!
It's like, we're supposed to show you this, and it was like, you don't know. Look over there. Okay.